Hey. Welcome back.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome back.
Are they back on? Did the video stop?
Yeah, stop.
Okay.
Stopped about a couple minutes ago. They're coming. They'll be coming on. For those who are watching this after the fact, we hope you all enjoyed the lesson. Of course, I'm sure you did.
Oh, Facebook, YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it now.
Yeah, the multiple Facebooks, multiple YouTubes.
Yeah, I got that. I got it now. I got it now.
Yeah. Hey, April.
Thank you, April. Thanks, Ty. Bless the Lord. Thank you, Ada. God is good.
Hey.
Hey, Ardelia. I used to work with an Ardelia a long time ago. Sylvia.
Pastor Grice on.
Corey Grice.
You might just
thank
saved.
you, man. How'd the preaching go today? Did you get saved off your own message? Thank you, my leader. Yep, I worked with an Ardelia at Tasty Cake. Hi, D. I think her name was Ardelia Fletcher. That's what's ringing in my mind. Ardelia Fletcher. That's right, Barry.
You gave your life to Jesus today. You're going to take it back later. You're going to take it back later.
Only thing keeping him acknowledged by Jesus is his wife.
Right.
Wasn't for the sanctified woman in the house, he would be in trouble, Doc.
Exactly.
Hey, Pat Barkley, how you doing? Oh, absolutely, D. I will. Don't forget that question, Pastor Nick.
Yep.
Instead of getting on a couple.
You can start it now if you want to.
Well, somebody else may have that same question, so we can hold on to that one for D. Okay. But it's such an important principle. Maybe I should have expanded on it more, but we can talk about it now. Going to school through your failures. My goodness.
Yeah.
My.
Studying bad boys.
Oh yeah.
Even the failures of others. Yeah.
If you don't, you bound to repeat them.
Yep. So study the failures of other people too. It'll save you a whole lot of headaches.
Hi, Tyson. The Elisha equation requires the father-son relationship, Tyson. That's why Elijah and Elisha, that's why Elisha was positioned. And you notice the conversation between the two of them matures from the time he's found in the field until the fact when Elijah is being taken up. He doesn't call him Elijah, he doesn't call him prophet, he calls it my father, my father. So that means the relationship is progressively maturing and stronger. And he is the Old Testament. That is the Old Testament definition of follow me and I'll make you. Mm-hmm. Jesus did the same thing with his disciples. But it does not necessarily mean that every person that follows will become one, because we know Judas, he bobbled the catch. He messed up his opportunity. Because the invitation to follow, Jesus was telling him, come and experience me. And it'll be an invitation to do what I do. So you follow me, and that's an invitation to do what I do. Hi, Georgiana.
Can you expound more on plugging into the Adam and Eve within us?
Oh, yeah. Let's go back to Dee's question first, though.
Okay.
And then we'll do Donna's. Donna, most of us, when a failure happens, we like to turn the page on it very quickly. But the reality is that we learn much less from our victories than we do from our failures. But usually when we do fail, we want to push the experience away so quickly that the lessons in the failure are missed or not accessed. So what we want to do, we certainly want to celebrate the victories that God gives us, but we also want to study the failures that we bring upon ourselves. And by studying the failure, the hopeful outcome is that we do not repeat those failures again. But many people repeat failure over and over again because they refuse to look at the details of the failure. They refuse to look at the why because someone incorrectly taught them that looking back was detrimental. But to study a failure, you have to look back. But if it helps you not repeat a failure in the future, then the looking back is appropriately exercised. And what was the other one we had, Pastor Nick?
So expounding on the Adam and Eve within each of us, the Adam and the Eve and Eve and Adam.
Oh yeah, that's really easy. So we know Adam was created first, and then Eve was created using a rib. So we know part of him is in her, and part of her is in him. So the shared identity, which is the rib, which made the woman, means that not only is he man, but she has the rib of a man. And so there's a man in him and a man in her. And because of that likeness, there's a woman in him and a woman in her. So it is amazing to me that when men and women disagree, it usually is you're not feeling me, which is an emotional argument, or you're not seeing what I'm seeing, which is an intellectual argument. And we do these things a lot, and we don't ever discover the solution to a disagreement is to search for who's arguing with who in a particular situation. Is it the woman in the man and the woman arguing, or is it the man and the woman arguing with the man? It's an amazing thing when you find it out.
So it's about the concept of not your fault, but it's your responsibility.
Oh my goodness. Oh. A lot of times we will allow an event that happened to us 40 or 50 years ago to impact our lives every day on into our future. That is actually one of the byproducts of the enemy's plan, is to take a historic event and sabotage the rest of your life with it. So one of the things we have to do is, and many people use a historic event as an excuse for failure and misbehaving in the future. But what we have to do is the event that happened in your childhood or your pubescence, your early adulthood, may not necessarily be your fault. But as an adult, it is your responsibility not to be negatively affected by it the rest of your life. So we can't use the fact that it wasn't our fault to be damaged and dysfunctional the rest of our lives. And what's amazing about that is God gives us the key to this. He talks about the transformation of our mind and forgetting those things which are behind. The forgetting does not mean they're wiped from your memory. The forgetting means you stop bringing it up and don't allow it to impact your present. I could go on like this for a long time, but in a nutshell, that's what I was talking about. So the event was not your fault, but now it is your responsibility, if you will, to be delivered from it and not to echo what happened to you.
How do you overcome the constant reminder of those things?
Well, you can't overcome being reminded of it, but you are able to overcome by the power of God's word to not be impacted by it. And that is the key. It is not that it gets wiped out of your memory, it's that it does not influence you the same way that it was designed to influence you.
oops. Can I connect your truth? Can I connect your truth is not God, truth to the purpose? Oh, she might need to rewrite that.
Marcella, you need to rewrite that for us, okay?
Did God give? Wait a minute. April, you might need to reword your question also. Oh, that's deep, Bishop. Okay. But that's deep, Bishop. What did God give Adam to process the woman in him?
Because watch this. Because Adam has a recognition that she is bone of his bone, which means strength of his strength, and flesh of his flesh, which actually means fresh, or if we can use our word, appealing. So it's strength of my strength and flesh of my flesh. So there is a recognition, a deep recognition, that they have mutual strengths, mutual image and likeness. There's many things that God says help meet, which means a counterpart. That means someone uniquely alike, but also uniquely different. So there's some likeness between men and women. But regardless of what people are saying now, everyone knows in their heart that men and women are indeed different. Yes, Morgan. Yes, Morgan. As a matter of fact, Morgan, every man is uneven in his ribs. There's more on one side than there is on the other.
You spoke about a past event, how to overcome it. I saw ex-husband years ago, and I was battered wife. I got nervous when I saw him. Is that normal?
I think so. I think you can forgive a person for what they did, but I don't believe you can forget how you felt.
Mm-hmm.
But that also shows, Robin, that you might have been past the event, and you're now cautious around him. And I think you would be if somebody was, mistreating you. I think you would be a little nervous, but not fearful.
Yeah. So, Keefe, can we see ourselves like Ruth or Deborah in the Bible as they were led by God in victory as compared to in real life over negativity that surrounds us every day?
I think there are a host of examples where people are faced with cultural abnormalities that cause discrimination, like gender, height, weight. I think there's a plethora of things in culture that we have to deal with on a daily basis. And I believe that God shows us in the Bible how that is overcome. When I think of something profound, I think of what the modern day pastors for a long time said about Deborah, not believing she was qualified, but believing she became a judge or prophetess because she was married to a prophet. No, that God couldn't find a man at the time, which is saying God is not sovereign. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. So I'm trying not to get annoyed by that. So but we see in the Bible that there are, like the daughters of Zelophehad, the whole nation didn't think they should inherit their father's estate. I'll use those words. But God honored their position because he said their cause was right, not because they were female, but because their cause was right. So yes, we can look at biblical examples and overcome cultural abnormalities once we understand our identity in the kingdom.
Yeah. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. Why are some evangelicals so anti-woman? They use the same scripture that sounds so empowering, even with submission.
Well, my short answer is because they're stupid. But my professional answer is that many men suffer from resentment for women simply because most men were taught just about everything they needed to know to survive by their mothers. And a lot of them want to get out from under the authority of the very woman that taught them how to survive and how to live and how to take care of themselves. And, women teach us a lot of things. And then we get to school, and most of the teachers are female. So, there's this building resentment among some men about women being in position. And also, preachers have used the scriptures, because men are minority in church, to control the majority in church. They actually take advantage of the spirituality, which is just wrong.
Yep. He said, your truth is not God's truth. Know the truth. Is this connected to the purpose God has for me?
His truth is always connected to the purpose he has for you. Our truth is something we decide to choose. But if it's not his purpose, then we really have never discovered our true purpose.
Yep.
What kind of face is that Grace got? He crying? He laughing? What's he doing?
And laughing faces.
Okay.
That's the nice barrage of questions. Any more?
Yeah, man. I still remember when I got those death threats for ordaining Cheryl Hill. Told me they were going to kill me, told me I was going to hell. I mean, I got all kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like they were members of our church. But I also remember when we raised up our female deacons in the church, and the flack that was achieved. I also remember when we raised up Reverend Prescott to be the third person in charge in the church, and the flack that the female deacons took from the females was more intense than the males, and the flack that was elicited and the disrespect that still goes on today regarding Reverend Prescott being third in authority in the church, coming from females, is absolutely overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to apologize to her at least a dozen times since she was promoted, because I just didn't. I thought the women were going to just rally behind her.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to rally behind the female deacons, but there was some crazy opposition.
Yeah. Had to correct some women.
Oh yeah, man.
To their face.
I had people, when I preached those female promotable messages, I had people come into 2 services that never came to 2.
Oh, I remember somebody walked up to us and said, "Hi, Pastor," and "Hi, Reverend." I said, "No, it's Pastor also." We were walking together. We were walking together. I'm like, I wasn't going to let it go.
You're not going to let it go. You can't.
No, she's Pastor too. Don't.
Yes, sir.
Even though she's a Reverend,
yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, but they do it. They do
it. I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. It was too distinct for it to be a mistake. Right.
I felt like Bishop that day. We had to catch it right there. Had to catch it there.
That's why they call it the path mark rule.
Right.
Act up in the path mark, get it in the path mark.
Right. Yeah.
Swag and sexy. I can't remember, Pastor Nick. What were those? They were acronyms for something.
I gotta ask LaWanda. I'll text her and see.
Swag was sanctified. LaWanda will know. But the swag and sexy series, you'll enjoy that. I think that Ada, I think you're right, and I also think that you can tell how intense an emotion is in a person when they say something that will embarrass themselves, but the desire to transmit their hurt or their resentment is stronger than the desire to appear to be mature. It's amazing.
Oh, so Maya saying sanctified, empowered, excited, and yielded.
Okay, that was sexy.
So that's sexy. That's sexy, yes. But she remembers that one, but she can't remember the swag.
She can't remember swag. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, of course, she can't remember that one. Yeah,
that's how she does us. That's how she does us.
Right. Yeah.
I can hear right now. Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
Oh goodness. Oh my gosh. Yes, right. Yeah.
There it is. Charmander
Yeah,
has it. Sanctified,
empowered,
empowered,
excited.
excited. That's sexy.
Sexy. That's sexy.
That's
Yeah.
sexy.
We just need swag.
We need swag now. That's terrible. I can't remember the titles to my own messages. That's terrible.
I don't understand. I get
Karen Sue Barnhill Dunn. We celebrate No, we didn't. Not deaconesses. Not deaconesses, Karen. Deacons. That was the problem. They would have had no problem with deaconess.
it. Mm-hmm.
These are deacons, full-fledged deacons in our church.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to apologize at least a dozen times to her because I didn't think she was going to go through that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
But you know what? People often resent and are envious of things, A, that they don't qualify for, and B, that they're not eligible for. But the greatest example that should be A is they don't want the responsibility to go along with what they're jealous of.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
I don't get it.
You don't want the work. You don't want the title. That's that.
Well,
yeah, not around here.
I think people want titles because
Sanctified Worshipers, anointed greatness.
For greatness, is that it? I don't remember that. Did you make that up, D? Yeah, it's I remember I did a series on jealousy in the church because I believe it's such a malady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Looked at your tea. Okay.
But we made a shirt for it.
I think we did have some shirts for that. I think there was a little bling on the sexy shirt. I don't know what they had.
I remember the sexy shirt.
Yeah. Thank you, D. Now, what was it again? Sanctified Worshipers, anointed for greatness. Okay, that was the swag. SWAG.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks, D.
Man, how long ago was that?
No, well, the ladies that are married to deacons are known as deaconess. But what we ordained was five women, right?
5, yeah.
5 women became a part of the deacon board. Yeah. Yeah. So the ladies that are deacons are not called deaconesses. But it was some controversy that I didn't know. Like I never thought when we ordained Cheryl that I'd get calls and letters from all over the nation. I never thought for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And we did have some resistance in our own church. I remember one gentleman who really had a hard time, and I had gone on vacation that year, and we left Cheryl to do the Bible study. And he came in and he was waiting for either myself or one of the men, and she got up to do the Bible study, and he tried to leave. But you know, back at the old church, once we parked, you weren't going anywhere.
Yeah, nowhere.
Yeah, he was on the lot, so he was trapped. So he said he had to come back inside and listen to her. And when I got back from vacation, he apologized to me. He said, I can see now she's gifted. But he was willing to reject her simply because she was female.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, so sanctified worshiper, anointed for greatness. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, traditionally, Ty, you know, it's if the husband is a deacon, sometimes it automatically made the wife a deaconess. Oh no, you're not demoting it. It's appropriate. It's just the deacon, the female deacons are not in the office by virtue of who they're married to, if they're married. Well, yeah, you're right, Ada. They have. Yeah, that's good. That's good, Karen. Yeah, we call them deacons here. They asking a lot of questions tonight, making this.
Yeah, they are.
So this is a lively discussion.
Yeah. Get them in, y'all. It's almost 7 o'clock.
It's almost 7. Come on now. Oh boy, I don't think we can be cloned. We may be able to open a church in Maryland, but that's quite a ride.
Yeah. Why is this other people don't support or celebrate you when you have done the work?
Sometimes they don't want the responsibility. They want the title, but not the responsibility. And sometimes they just they have emotionally qualified themselves for something that they weren't even eligible for. So the only way they can react to it is in a negative. It's almost like who's the young lady that won the 400-meter hurdles in the Olympics?
The light skin girl.
Lighter skinned lady. Yeah, I think
yeah.
she's about 21 or so, 20, 21. Anyway, she was in an interview, and she just ran the Penn Relays this year. She was in an interview, and they were measuring her success by the number of followers she had on her social media platform.
Yeah,
and she started crying. She said, "I don't want you to think for a minute that the number of friends that I have is the reason I won the gold medal." They were equating that popularity, if you will, with her performance. And she said, "You're McLaughlin, that's right. You're eliminating, you're wiping out all the work I did to get there." She said, "I didn't run fast because I have a social media file."
Yeah. But that's the thing now.
Yeah,
but how many followers you got?
You can't kick out people's work because they have followers.
Right. It's stupid. It's like when Sha'Carri did her thing. They were like, "Oh, but her follower count went up, and she
so
won."
What?
And y'all started. So what? She couldn't run in the Olympics.
She missed the Olympics, man.
Right. Like,
who cares, man? I'd like trade a gold medal for some followers in a minute.
Right. Right.
Come on, man. Sydney McLaughlin is her name. Sydney. Yeah. Thank you, Shali.
But it says right. It's shallow. Very shallow.
Yeah.
When your whole life's surrounded by that, it's shallow.
Yeah.
All right, Saints. It's 7:01. We got school tomorrow. So I'm gonna say it to you. We have school tomorrow.
Yeah. And we will be out of school in about a month and a half. That'll be a wonderful thing.
Come on and praise the Lord with me.
Oh, Lord.
Right. Come on, Rob. We was about to how to respond to a woman when they say people not where I am because they didn't listen to me. How I got more?
We don't understand, Robin. You got to rewrite that.
Yeah. You understand, Ty. We got school tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it is a good review going over some of that stuff again.
Oh, yeah.
And remembering some of that stuff and learning things. And
usually the lack of celebration for another, like we say a lot, you might want what my process produces, but you certainly will not want my process.
Yep.
But in order to soothe that envy wound, they have to find something wrong to affirm or soothe their feeling of rejection because they were not chosen for an opportunity that they didn't qualify for in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And Morgan said, "Leave it up to you to keep the time."
Look, somebody got to do it. Y'all keep us on here all night. I got to go to the store.
Yeah.
I love it. We got stuff.
That's right. That's right. This is your shopping night, isn't it?
Look, yes. Go when it's quiet. Nobody's there. And y'all wear y'all masks too when y'all out, please.
Yeah, don't be silly.
These numbers
man.
are going back up. These numbers are going back up
like crazy.
Yeah, and I'm seeing members.
Yeah, man.
Sorry. No, sorry.
I know. I'm seeing a whole lot of our members at events with no protection at all, piled up next to each other. It's just you can't get tired of being safe.
Yeah. Literally, yes.
Yeah, you can't get tired of being safe.
Yeah. And you got doctors even saying that. Come on, y'all.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
double mask. Yep.
yeah, yeah. Thank you, Ada.
Yeah. Well, we'll be back. Don't forget tomorrow we're back for Embrace class. I think it's you got Shepherds tomorrow, right?
I have Shepherd School tomorrow.
Shepherds tomorrow. Tuesday is Link Couples Ministry. Pastor Corey Grice and his wife are teaching on blended families.
Oh my.
On Tuesday night at 7.
Oh my.
That should be good. I hope he doesn't cuss on there. That should be good. And Bob, I'm sure he'll behave for that. He's for us. He's gonna be on our platform, so he's gonna act real
yeah,
righteous.
He'll behave appropriately. But I'm telling you, if the woman of God is sitting there next to him, he will not go outside the lines. He will not go outside the lines. No.
That's right. They're team teaching. There's two of them doing it together.
He doesn't want to suffer her wrath. He's not going to go outside the line.
And of course, Bible study coming up. We're teaching about distinction, difference, but also difference in a very trying world. So it's going to be pretty cool. We love you all. We appreciate y'all. And
see you
see y'all later. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.